You have no idea how good this feels. To be whole again, and walk with my own 2 legs. To have legs at all. Next? Oh, you mean the wormies. Can't leave them here, digging up bones that dig up bones? No idea. That's why we'll need to investigate, yes? That's the thing for us. Investigations all around! Their biggest dig site is nearby. Hard to miss it, really. Unless you're one to miss a hole in the ground. Charging off like filled and near blood drunk, eh? Don't expect me to lend a hand. Perhaps a rib will do? Point it at any wormy skeleton and I'll have it fighting at your side. No, it's no trouble. You can thank me later. Onward to the dig site. Dear, what have they done?
What does it look like? They dug up my barrow.
What? Why?
Wouldn't stop asking about the roots.
The roots? Why would they care about the... Oh, no.
Told them they were asking for trouble. But did they listen? Went right to the barrow bar. Idiots.
Hey, friend. Listen, we have a problem. The wormies must be here for what's under the barrow bow. With enough of the little skeletons, they'll be able to dig up the big ones. I knew I shouldn't have said anything to that Ithruin fellow. The wormy leader. Told him he'd have no use for the big bones in the ground with the barrow bow to keep them sleeping. But if he digs up the barrow bow's roots, he'll kill it. Then he can build giant wormy skeletons to stomp around. There are others like Goradir sleeping beneath the barrow bow. If they knew what the wormies wanted, they'd help. But we can't get there without Spinner Amariel's help. And she's not too happy with me. She's up on the ridge overlooking the bone orchard. Maybe I shouldn't go with you. No, that's silly. I'm sure she'll be happy to see me. But just to be prudent, I'll let you do the talking.
Well.
Spinner Amariel, we need your help. It's an emergency.
Dringolf, who put you back together? Are you to blame for these worm cultists?
Not at all. Well, not exactly. I'll let my friend fill you in.
Why did you let Dringolf talk you into this? Do you know how much trouble he's brought to the Bone Orchard? My apologies. His very presence wears at my manners. What do you need? Yes, their leader Ithruin made vague threats about me remaining inside. He's attempting to raise the old bones beneath the barrow, but there's no way he'll do that before Eldenroot sends a patrol, so I'm staying put. Dug up? But that would take weeks. How do they manage? Why? Those old bones are useless to them. The Barrow shields them from necromancy. But if they can dig up the Barrow's roots... Oh no. They plan to turn the old bones into an army! Here, this is Niranon's horn. Head beneath the Barrow and sound the horn before the gate. It's the only way inside, unless you want to help the worm cult with their digging. And don't let Dringoth sneak off with that horn.
What, may I ask, do you call that?
Ranja would call it fleeing with one's tail between one's legs.
Earning the trust of goblins is easier than earning the trust of their Durzogs. And I almost got within shouting distance this time. I just need...
Enough, Landau. Our escort has arrived. Come over by the fire. I'll fill you in on this.
Sorry, love. We tried it your way. I'm not freezing to death out here over goblin diplomacy.
This one thinks the goblins aren't interested in what you have to say. We have that in common.
part of the Barrow Bow.
Near and on, enough with the theatrics! You need to let us in!
Dringol, what are you doing here? Who is with you? And why are there intruders in the roots of the Barrow Bow? Dringol, what have you done?
Nothing, I'm trying to help!
Once again you bring us suffering. Banishment is too good for you this time.
Dringoff, what have you done?
What will you make us lose this time, Dringoff?
You should have left, Dringoff.
Ulfrost will not forgive you again.
Why, Dringoff? Why return?
Dringoff, you were banished, yet you dare return?
Listen to me, we're in danger! Necromancers are trying to kill the Barrow Bow!
You warn of danger. Dringoff, who leveled nations with his girth. Your restlessness trapped us here in the first place.
There are a vast number of elf bones in the bone orchard. If we all use them together, we can drive out the invader!
Together? Since when have you done anything that wasn't for yourself? Once more you bring danger upon us, then beg for our help to end it. No longer! You'll remain beneath the Barrow Bow until the world forgets you! We have no quarrel with you, Living One. Indeed, we thank you for your part in awakening us. The invaders in the Barrow Bow must be stopped, because we must punish him for his transgressions. The elf-bone shell to which he was banished will no longer suit him. We'll return him to the old skull around which the Barrow Bow first grew. The very skull that surrounds this room. Dringoth's crimes are unforgivable. We once sought a true death in the farthest reaches of the world, but his aimless wanderings led to our imprisonment. Here, we can never die. Perhaps we were too hasty. Very well. Because Dringoth broke his exile only to warn us of so great a threat, we'll allow him to leave us in peace, but only if he aids us in driving out the invader. Enemies at the inner gate! Come quickly, we'll drive out the worm cult. Shatter the bones they steal from the restful dead. Rise, my friends! Rise and slay the intruders!
Can't say I'll miss throwing back wave after wave of wormies and their bony minions. But now I have a chance to see the world, meet new and interesting people. Only now I won't accidentally smash everything in my path. Rather embarrassing, that. See the world, I expect. Folks may not take kindly to chattering elf bones, but it's better than stomping everything to jelly, eh? I'm sure I'll see you around. The world's only so big. Bigger now, I expect. Ooh, how exciting! When they saw me...
In the name of Moloch Ball.
Isabel Delmont, at your service.
Is currently off limits. You'll need to keep back. The citizens of South Point are killing each other in the streets. I've seen nothing like it. Captain Alonthor may need help evacuating survivors. You'll find him by the road, outside the town.
That could be helpful.
Turn back, citizen. South Point is... I sent 3 of my best scouts into South Point to answer that very question, but none returned. Until I know their fates, I can't request reinforcements. But I won't send anyone else inside until I know what happened to my scouts. You see my predicament. I certainly won't stop you. One of South Point's citizens also offered to help find the scouts, but she seemed a bit eccentric. Perhaps she has something to offer beyond alarming theories? You should know Dareneth has some sort of position in Elden Root. Seems to think her reputation precedes her. No need to kiss the hem of her robes, but she's far less prickly if you show her some respect. Last I saw Dareneth, she was taking shelter in one of the tents. I could do without this damnable rain. It's been storming since we arrived, and it shows no sign of letting up.
Did someone call my name?
I'm looking for work. Know anyone who needs a hauler? I'm real good at breaking down tents, packing them up, and hauling them where they need to be unpacked and pitched. And don't say carnival. I'm done with carnivals. I was working in the carnival near Eldenroot. It wasn't a bad job, but the owner, Sarandel, doesn't know what she's doing. We came all the way from the Somerset Isles, and now the performers can't put on their act. I don't know the details. Look, Sarandel can tell you herself. Me? I'm done with that.
Oh, nice. What did you find?
Did Captain Alanthor send you to mock me? Did you come to tell me I don't know the work of a Daedric prince when I see one? Isn't it obvious? Madness swept through South Point like a plague, and so quickly. Only one Daedric prince has such... No, it's... Wait, yes, that's it exactly. The Daedric Prince of Madness himself, here in South Point. It's all rather exciting, isn't it? I'm exceptionally concerned. It is my home, after all. But I'd rather show my concern by doing something about the problem. The captain wanted to find his scouts, didn't he? We should get going. Of course, you need someone who knows the town, and I need someone with whom to take a stroll in this lovely rain. No use arguing. I've been getting my way since before you were born. Or do you want a sweet old woman to show more courage than you? The streets are dangerous. We should check the homes, be neighborly, see if those inside know where the scouts are. No scout. And I do hope that smell came out of an animal. No scouts here, just my neighbor. Although this is certainly an interesting arrangement.
Looking forward to seeing what you make with that. This is nice. Aurelia and I used to go camping like this on High Isle. Seems like a long, long time ago.
It's not time yet. The mayor said you can't eat me until dinner. Praise Arcay. This entire town has gone mad. We should have informed Captain Elonthor immediately, but I insisted we press on. If we'd fallen back, maybe my scouts would still be themselves. The mad people brought us to their mayor. I don't know how he did it, but he turned my scouts into bears. Bears! I thought he'd do the same to me, but he changed his mind. Said the town folks should have me for dinner. He locked himself in that big cathedral, saw the doors flare up briefly, glowing as bright as the sky, and then it faded. Magic keeps them shut, I'm sure of it. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here. I recommend you do the same.
This mayor seems a charming fellow. Soldiers turned into bears, people setting themselves on fire, and now a mad mayor locked in a cathedral. I know I should be horrified, but it all sounds so exciting. Oh, I suppose I can reverse the effects of the mayor's magic. After many, many years of honing my craft, this should be a simple matter. But if we're hunting bears, I'll need you to be the bait. I'm an old woman, and such magic requires precision. Wrestling with bears impedes precision. Slap them about their faces, throw sticks at them, call them harsh names, however you must. Keep their attention while I do the complex part. I have an old scroll tucked away in my basement laboratory. If we have it in hand, it won't matter how tightly he's locked that cathedral door. But first, we should rid South Point of its bear problem. Bears leave rather distinctive tracks, don't they? I can't imagine they'd be hard to spot.
Do you think Maj noticed us returning to the Enclave? I hope she did.
If you're not here on Dominion business, I'll need a gruesome trophy to be sure. But we've thought him dead twice before, only to learn how painfully wrong we were. There are many grieving families who will rejoice to hear of Zgolag's death. Here's your reward. It's well earned.
You...
There's nothing.